Hey, this is Jay Marco, and you're watching Click on This Show.
Hey guys, it's Julia Lee for Click on This Show. We are here with Jay Marco. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So you got your guitar, your harmonica. Can you tell us what you're going to be doing?
Yeah, I'm going to play our new single called Truth.
Awesome. Let's hear it. He just performed his song Truth for us, and it was awesome. We're doing a feature on you, and we just wanted to talk about you. And could you tell more about yourself and how you got started in music, and just give us a little brief and bring us up to date?
Yeah, sure. Well, I started playing guitar when I was around 10 and never took lessons or anything. It just kind of clicked, and a couple years later started writing songs. Very terrible songs, as a 15-year-old would do, and continued writing songs through college. Then when I graduated, I knew I wanted to pursue music as a full-time thing and moved to Nashville from Massachusetts about 4 years ago to do that.
Nice.
And now here I am.
Well, cool. We've been in Nashville for 4 years. Tell us about the scene. There's a huge music scene there, and tell us about your experiences there.
Yeah, it's a great place. I think when people think of Nashville, they think of country music. But I feel like what they don't think about is all the other kinds of music that are there. Any genre, you name it, there are amazing bands coming out of there all the time. And even more who aren't discovered yet, who are just some of the best bands I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So, it's a great place, and if you haven't been, you should go.
So, living in Tennessee, do you get inspired by your life there to write music, or where does your inspiration come from when you're writing the songs to your lyrics to your songs?
Yeah, I think Tennessee is a great place, and to do creative things, I think you need to be in a place that you like and kind of connects with you in whatever way is important to you. So yeah, being in Tennessee and just the comfortableness of there, I think helps musicians kick out better stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your latest song is Truth. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Sure. When I was writing it, I was just kind of messing around on a guitar in my garage, and the hook came to mind, and shortly after that, the song just kind of built itself, and got the melody and wrote some lyrics for it, and then we recorded it, and here we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw a different music video.
Yeah.
With a different song.
That was the music video is for a song off our first record called The Void.
Yes.
Which is pretty similar to the new one in that it's more popish and kind of synthy. So yeah. Check that out if you haven't seen it.
Check out The Void. It's a really cool music video.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, what do you have in store for the future? What's going on for the rest of the summer and 2018, and what do you hope to have planned 5 years from now?
Yeah, so for the immediate future, I'm always writing new stuff. We're always trying to record new stuff, so just trying to make progress on that, and probably go out and tour in the fall, so check the website for details. It's j-marco.com. And beyond that, just, doing stuff like this. Yeah.
Well, we're in LA right now for those of you watching. So you came from Tennessee to LA. What are you going to have any recording sessions, writing music? What else are you going to be doing while you're out here on the West Coast?
Right now, we're just trying to promote the single as much as we can, but I would love to come back out with the band and record some stuff.
Yeah.
Because we've always just recorded in Nashville, so I think it'd be really fun to kind of experiment with different places.
Yeah. Shout out to the band, by the way.
Shout out to the band.
And then also, what bands would you say inspired you to create the music that you have now?
My two biggest influences, I'm kind of a Tom Petty freak and a Bob Dylan freak.
Okay.
So those are kind of my two Mount Rushmore guys, and especially with Tom Petty stuff. Although he is in a rock band, I think at the core of every song that he writes is just a really good and well-formed pop song.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I try to do, even if we're doing the rock thing. I just want the core of everything to be a well-written pop song.
So do you think there's a formula for that?
Well, there's what they used to say, I think, is don't bore us, get to the chorus.
Yeah.
But, try to get to that catchy chorus as quick as you can. But, there's no formula, really, to writing. It's kind of just, what you think and what you want to hear after it's done.
Someone was telling me that when Tom Petty plays, he plays when he's performing in different cities. Every performance is always the same. He's always singing the song the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel like when you're performing, say you just performed for us, or you're in New York performing, is it the same performance every time externally, and do you feel the same inside too?
Yeah, that's funny. The Tom Petty thing is very much the same every night, but Bob Dylan changes everything all the time, almost every night. I kind of like to be somewhere in the middle, especially if you're playing a song a lot.
Yeah.
It's nice to kind of change up a little bit. Not totally, maybe just change one vocal part a little bit, just so it kind of stays fresh, I don't want it to be, unrecognizable to the audience, too.
Yeah.
So I like to be somewhere in the middle with changing everything.
And what bands would you like to collaborate with, or if you could,
Yeah.
collaborate with an artist or another band and make something? Who would it be?
I love to work with bands like War on Drugs or The Killers, or I'd love to, and like kind of is a whole separate genre, but like noise bands like Proto Martyr or Preoccupations and stuff like that. I just love everything, and
Yeah.
I would like to, even if it's a totally different sound,
Yeah.
I'd like to work with those bands.
I think that would be a cool collaboration, though, because you're bringing in different styles of music and working together. Because if you worked with someone that was just like you, then it would just be the same,
Yeah, we'd make a pretty boring album.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with us.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So this is Julia Lee, and we're here with Jay Marco. Thanks for watching Click on this show. Stay tuned for more. You have someone else in your household. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, we have a pet rabbit, oddly enough.
Pet rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay. What
Yeah.
kind of rabbit is it?
I don't know the specific breed, but it's an all-white rabbit with red eyes, which some people find creepy. I find it nice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was a little skeptical because I've always been a dog person about
Yeah.
getting a rabbit. Like, I don't know what they're like at all, but they're actually very similar. They just kind of do their own thing and just hang out with you, and that's it.
So they hop instead of walk.
Yeah. They hop around, chew on stuff. They like chewing on iPhone wires.
Oh.
That's the only bad thing.
What's the name of your pet rabbit?
Susie.
Susie.
Yeah.
Where did Susie come from?
That's a good question. I don't think they know. Susie's backstory is she was bought as an Easter present, which you shouldn't do. Don't do it for your kids out there. Don't buy rabbits as Easter presents. So what happens is someone bought her, and the kid was happy for like 8 minutes, and then they didn't want her anymore, so they just let her go outside.
Gosh. And so she's probably not. She doesn't know how to survive in the wild, probably.
Apparently she does. She was outside for a whole winter by herself until the Tennessee Rabbit Rescue picked her up, and then we got her after that.
Yeah. Well, Susie has a great home with Jay Marco and his girlfriend. So
Shout out to Susie out there if you're watching.
Susie with the red eyes.